Hey, what's goody boys? It's your boy Gilly coming at you guys with a brand new video for your Tuesday afternoon. And I know it should have been Monday. I'm trying to get better at having a bender weekend and then being able to post on Monday. But after I get into this little weekend recap, you'll kind of understand why I didn't upload on the Monday. But I'll try my best next Monday to get a video out. When I drink, I struggle to do anything the next day. And also, drop a like and drop a comment if you want to come to my prees on Friday, because, fuck it, I'm inviting all the boys around, all the real ones that drop comments. I'm not going to do a recap every single Monday. Not every weekend something happens, and it's not that interesting if I just do it every single Monday. It's the same thing over and over again. But since it was my first time hitting the clubs, I think it'd be interesting, and a few funny things did actually go down. So the night started off was deciding on what I was going to drink. Now, I'm a bitch when it comes to drinking. I'll openly admit it. I'm not going to front and pretend like I can sit and just sip straight jacks and finish a whole bottle. So, cruiser boys, rise up. Some of you that drink cruisers, you understand when you start getting into the 5 up, I'd say, your teeth just start to feel furry. I don't know how to describe it. And after I had 5, I was like, yeah, my teeth are about to fall out. I can just feel it. So I just stopped. Picked up 2 of the boys, came back to mine, set it up, and then everyone came around. Now, pretty much just played beer pong the whole time. Lost the first round, then won the next 2, I think. Not only was I drinking my cruises, I was drinking other people's cruises. I know, going over the limits, drinking way too much. Psych. I'm going to try build up my drinking tolerance a little bit, because I hate being the weakest link in the group. But I only just turned 18, so it is what it is. Anyway, finished the 3 rounds of beer pong, and some people were dropping MD. I was going to drop MD for the first time hitting the town, but that fell through, and the MD in Perth right now is shit. So if you're going to get it, just don't bother. At least it is for me. The last few times I've done it, it's been horrible. A few were on MD at mine. Not too many, actually. I think there was only 1, to be honest. Everyone else was drinking. And the time came where we were going to hit clubs now. Out of everyone at mine, only me and my other mate, we'll call him Ice. Now, me and Ice were the only 2 out of everyone at my house to go to the city. So yeah, we're kind of the lone rangers. So the time came for everyone to go because we were going to leave. We got a lift to the train station and hopped on the train. Now, since it's the first weekend back for clubs, the train was pretty packed, and it was probably about 10:30, 11 at night. So not too late. A pretty good time, I'd say, to get to the city. So we got dropped off, hopped on the train, and then made it to the city. Now, I have absolutely no clue where I'm going when it comes to the city at nighttime, and especially Northbridge. I'm a rookie. I'll learn the layout eventually. But as of right now, all the streets just look the same. I just got lost. So I think we went the wrong way at the start, and we had to walk kind of far. But, it is what it is. You rock up, and there is people everywhere. And the way the clubs are laid out at the moment is you have to pay to get into every single one of them. And the lines are about 2 hours wait. It's ridiculous. Especially for Rapture had a massive line. I think Coconut had a huge line as well. Met up with people in the city. We just found them randomly. You see everyone in there, especially on the first weekend back. Now, by the time I got to the city, I wasn't drunk at all anymore, which is kind of shit. When you don't drink much alcohol, especially when you drink cruises, you kind of feel a little bit blue for about an hour max, and then you just feel normal again. And that's when I started really fiending MD, because MD is just such a clean, long high, and alcohol, you kind of just feel shit, and everyone's just having a good time. No one's really aggro, or that I saw. I'll get to that bit in a little bit. These random people in front of us, we just got to talking, and then one of these little Indian chick, whips out a joint and it's like, do you just want some of this joint? And I don't smoke weed, so I declined. Actually, I might have had a puff or 2. Can't really remember. My other mate, Ice, he is a bong fiend, so he was huffing that joint back. This other Indian fellow whips out this bottle of cheap vodka. It wasn't Smirnoff, it was some other stuff. And looking back on it, it was kind of stupid. You probably shouldn't just sip from random people's spirits because you don't know what's in it. Could have been roofied or whatever, but I seen him drinking it, so I was like, fuck it. And he gave me some, and I necked that bitch back because I wasn't feeling blue anymore, and I was like, fuck it, I need to feel something. So I just started chugging this bloke's vodka. I don't even really know what it was. Smashed that back, sat there for a little bit, and the line wasn't moving, so me and Ice were like, fuck this. Let's gap, let's find another club. And the next club we're going to hit up was Court. Now, The court, it's like a gay bar, but it's not like, it's kind of hard to explain if you're not from Perth. It's like the gay hangout. It's not strictly a gay bar, but it's where all the gays and trans and all those people go. So we rock up there, and straight away as we're pulling up to the entrance, we see the line. It's massive. It's starting to rain a little bit, and we see some of the boys standing there. They're almost at the front of the line, actually, and there was like this metal railing, and I was kind of feeling good after drinking this vodka. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna hop the queue, just cut in, because fuck the line. The amount of people that cut into that line that night was ridiculous, but it is what it is, and I was trying to wait in the rain. So I jump over this like railing, you know, I'm like dabbing all the boys up. All of a sudden, I just seen this little fella, and turns out it was a security guard, and I thought it was one of the boys that I didn't recognize. And he was yelling my name. He's like, oi, oi. I was like, oh, yo. And I went out, put my hand out to dab him up, and he just stared at me. He's like, mate, get out of the line. And I was like, oh, all right, it's an undercover security guard or some shit. So, you know, I hop out of the line, and I walk all the way to the end. There was a few other boys back in the line that were on MD as well. And then as we were getting to the front of the line, they had to go pee. So they hopped out the line, and we're like, yeah, we'll save your spot. You can come back and, yeah, jump the queue with us. So like ease, they went and pissed, and then by the time they came back and hopped back in, there was this, I gotta tread carefully here because I don't want to piss the wrong group of people off. This chick, I don't know if it was a dude or if it was a woman. I'll call it it. It looked strange. It was like wearing a snapback and it had like dreadlocks. And when we let our like boys back in to the queue, she wasn't happy. She grabbed me by the shirt and she's like, right, since you're letting them cut in, I'm cutting in front of you. And I was kind of drunk, so I arced back up. I was like, don't touch me. But as I was saying that, I was like, I don't know if this is a chick or if it's a dude, so I don't want to arc up too hard, because if it's a chick, then, you know, it's not really a good look. I let her have her little 2 seconds of fame and cut in front. I was like, whatever. I'm not going to start anything. I was kind of pissed off, but, you know, it is what it is. Getting to the front of the line. It's taking a long time. We're getting rained on. It's ridiculous. I just want to get into the club. I thought it was free at this point. Get to the front of the queue, and turns out it's $10. What an absolute scam, but it is what it is. I'm not going back to the back of the line. And the boys that we were with that were capping, one was on 3, and the other one was, I think, just on 1. And the bloke that dropped 3 dropped 2, and he was pissed off because he didn't feel anything, so he dropped the 3rd, and then all 3 hit him at once. And when we got into the club, he was like sitting in the corner, like it looked like he was just rolling absolute sack. You know, he does do a lot of MD, but he looked like he was on another planet. And then I think we went to the toilet and then came back and they were gone, which is kind of funny because we didn't see them for the rest of the night. They just disappeared. Fuck knows where they went. Still don't know to this day. Yeah, we met back up with the boys that were way in front of us in the line. The way the court's laid out, you could pretty much smoke anywhere. It's like a little maze in there as well. And yeah, we just kind of wandered around the whole night. Like I said, it's all a learning experience. I just wanted to go just to see what it was like. I'm definitely going to recommend, like, if you're drinking at Prees, stash some of your last like drinks and just drink them on the way there, because by the time you get there, if you're not drinking, you're pretty much sober, and it's shit when you're sober, because by the end of the night, I was kind of just walking around this crowd. Everyone was just fucked beyond belief, and I was kind of just like, yeah, this isn't the greatest. So this week I'm gonna get absolutely boom drunk. Now the club closed at 2, so it was kind of an early night. I wanted to stay out until the early morning, but, you know, it closed, and they kicked us all out, and that was pretty much it. All the boys split up. Ice, who I was with, went to his missus, and then I got a lift home. One of my boys was in the city, actually, so that was lucky. I didn't have to pay for an Uber or wait or go on the fucking train at 3 in the morning. So yeah, that's pretty much the weekend recap. I'm going to do it again all this week. I'm not sure if I'm going to do MD or not. We'll see what happens when the weekend comes. But I'm definitely getting smashed and I'm having Prees at mine again. So like I said, if you're in the Perth region, drop a comment and you're on the list instantly. We've got beer pong. We've got the lot. We know how to have a good time. Have another video on. Look, I'm going to try for tomorrow, but no promises. But I'll definitely have one for Friday. And I'll let you guys know what the go is for that night, because we're going out on the Friday. I don't think we're going out on the Saturday. If you've made it this far, you're an absolute legend. And I'll see you guys in the next one. DJ, run that tune.
I've been out here on my grind. I've been out here touching